Thoughts on that disastrous launch yesterday? Seemed like a sophisticated honeypot, essentially, because they didn't allow people to sell because the D app wasn't open, but then they allowed people to buy, I guess. Pretty weird. I don't like the idea of not allowing people to sell at all without a node. I mean, maybe like in the first hour of the sale, like the first hour of launch, but I mean, not allowing people to sell without a node is pretty fucked. Yeah, unless whitelist is vested. I'm not sure. Are you guys speaking about us whitelist is vested? Or is them? I don't know if they even had whitelist. Yeah, I didn't follow them closely at all. I just heard about it. People were talking about it in here last night. What's up, Juba? Yeah, I feel like people always have a million questions, and then the AMA comes and none of those people are it. Oh, I see that two people requested to speak. Rams, I'm gonna invite you up. Yeah, so Rams, you just have to accept the request to join the stage if you want to join up and talk. Can we tag at everyone? I think it should have you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but it should have at everyone when I created the stage. That's what it said it would do. Because the mods are doing well, yeah. They definitely help people know what's going on. How much should I keep on wallet for one node at launch? I'm worried about launch price jump. I mean, any advice? I'd say have USDC.E ready in your wallet, not a ledger, because I mean honestly, if you use a ledger, you're gonna want it on your ledger, but the ledger's just gonna delay the transaction, and then you probably want to increase slippage. I couldn't tell you exactly how much. All depends on volatility. So there's no surefire answer for you. Increase slippage, have USDC.E, and be ready to buy, I guess. But in terms of an amount you should have, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. It just depends on what the price goes to. You'll be able to bond nodes or like mint nodes at a discount directly through the Treasury on launch using LP tokens and possibly also just using USDC. We're just not sure if we're going to enable the USDC bonds right like the moment we launch or only going to have LP bonds. Yeah, LP liquidity pool tokens would be the USDC.E and Lava LP token. Check the AMA text. Everyone should just use general, so that way, at least for the time being, so that people who come in and aren't sure if there's an AMA going on, they'll just see the stream of questions here. But I'll look at AMA text. Are you guys happy with the current progress on the technical side? Yeah, I'm very happy. Bengals or Rams? I didn't watch football this year. I'm in New England, so I'm a Patriots fan, but honestly, this year I didn't really pay attention to sports. Can you buy tokens at launch to resell / hold instead of making a node? Yes, you can buy tokens at yeah. I mean, it's a free market. You can buy tokens and sell them. Yes, you're just going to be taxed on a percent of your sale. No Avax on the liquidity, right? No, the liquidity pair will be with USDC.E. How much liquidity will there be at launch? We're going to use all the whitelist to pair with liquidity, and then also we're going to be using funds from our NFT presale that we're going to have next week that none of you know is happening until now. So that's the alpha. We're going to be having an NFT presale where users are going to be able to auction or bid on an auction for a select small amount of NFTs that either have a 5, 10, or 15% boost. These NFTs will also allow users to redeem, or rather it'll be airdropped to them, tokens that are only redeemable for nodes. So essentially a lava token that you can't sell, you could only like make a node with it. So each NFT is gonna have like the rights to a node as well as a boost. So a lot of the money from all that is gonna go into the liquidity. At least like 500K of liquidity should be the second that we launch. How many NFTs? Total 170. Aren't you worried about Avax network congestion? I mean, yes, but there's nothing I can do about it. Um, with purchases not going through, is there slippage you suggest us to set? I mean, I would say at least 10%. I mean, usually when I try to buy things at launch, it's like 10%. In Atlas Cloud, launch only people with node created were able to launch. I'm not following your message. Are these rates still correct? One lava equals 50 cents. Yes, that's still correct. That's for the whitelist. It's going to be 60 cents on launch. It's 60 cents USDC dot E. No longer using MIM, but it's essentially still the same US dollar amount. White paper ETA, next week. Is there going to be a whitelist purge? Yes, there is. Any bot prediction measures in place for launch? Yes, there is. We're not going to like discuss them publicly because that defeats the purpose. What time is public? The public launch is not next week. I said the NFT pre-sale would be next week. Will there be any additional whitelist spaces opening up? No, certainly not. Because that just allows users the ability to get in at a super low price and creates a low price floor, which doesn't really help anybody. Except the small people who get in, of course. Please bring to AMA. Did I understand it right? You will provide an option to create a node with discount through bonding depending on the token price. If so, make sure to use Oracle to prevent flash loans attack. Milk was targeted lately. Yeah. I did see that Milk attack. But yeah, I'm not worried about it. Our dev is a beast. So I'm sure that he won't be subject to the same problems that they were. Because they probably forked their code. Because I know somebody was saying that another project that they could have forked had like the same exact issue and that they probably didn't fix it. So I don't think that we'll have that problem. We'll also be audited. They weren't audited. I've heard that all tokens will be vested token lockup to some extent, even those who buy off Trader Joe. Is this still the table? I haven't ever seen this. No, no. If you buy off Trader Joe, your tokens aren't vested at all. Buying on Trader Joe will be very normal. When bidding for NFT, will it be an Avax USDC.E? It'll be an Avax. Are you guys still working on your regular jobs? No, I don't have a regular job. I quit. Um, so yeah, no. If you buy on Trader Joe, your tokens won't be vested at all. You'll just have your tokens. Can you tell us more about the NFTs? I mean, it's a pretty basic concept. Essentially, if you have the NFT in your wallet that you also have the nodes associated with, then you'll get a percent boost on your daily payouts. As well as before launch, you'll be airdropped. So essentially, the first person who buys the NFT, they'll be getting airdropped tokens that are redeemable for a node. So the NFT will, in essence, earn you a percent boost, a lifetime boost on your wallet, as well as like one node, like R&D. I mean, I think R&D has a percent boost, but I think that's it. Any set tax percent yet? So the final tax percent will probably be around 10%, but we're thinking about increasing it a bit on launch day and immediately following launch, but probably going to be getting down to roughly 10%. That's up in the air and subject to change. So Please comment on sustainability compared to other NAS projects slashing the rewards and then price dip. Yeah, so our sustainability model long term is completely different from anybody else. We're gonna end up instead of paying people in the native lava token, we're gonna end up paying people in a N lava token. This token is going to be redeemable against the Treasury. So essentially, users will be getting paid out in a token called NLava. They'll go on our web app. They'll redeem NLava for token of their choice, something normal like USDC, Avax, whatever it is. A couple basic tokens, and yeah, essentially, users will be able to redeem their payouts against Treasury's profits. So that helps reduce sell pressure a lot. But this is our phase two. This is not that implementation won't be here on launch. The reason why is that we have to build up the Treasury, get the Treasury's profits going, get it at a sustainable level, and then we can start that distribution model. When is the whitelist token sale? The whitelist token sale will just be a few days before the public launch. How is Lava Nodes different to its competitors like Thor, Power, Atlas, etc.? What makes Lava different? I mean, no other project has what I just described in a revenue share model of a percentage of the treasury's profits. They all only pay in the native token, and what that results in, there is no final date yet. The date will be announced once we have it. Um, yeah, no other project has an end goal solution to fighting against sell pressure, and that's what makes us very different. As well as like a lot of projects are investing in like only validator nodes and not using high yielding farming strategies, which is just a poor use of money. So our treasury will be much more efficient at generating funds. Our sister project will generate a lot of funds. Sister project will begin development after launch because it's just expensive development. What's my background? I've just been in crypto since 2015. How many validator nodes are aimed for in short term? Not many. A couple. We'll have at least one or two AVAX validator nodes. But the reason why you don't want a lot of those is because no matter how many you buy, you're only going to get roughly 10% yearly. You know what I mean? So you can't pay people rewards by buying validator nodes that pay 10%. Any other uses for NFT? Any plans for different NFT? Yeah, we definitely want to. This won't be the only NFT sale that we have. Uh, but we'll definitely have other ones down the line. Their uses will be just announced later. Airdrop tokens from NFT will be enough for a top tier node. So right now there's gonna be 3 tiers of NFTs. We're thinking that each tier, so essentially 3 tiers, each tier would be subject to its respective like node tier. So if you get the bottom tier NFT, you get the bottom tier node. Second tier NFT, second tier node. Third tier NFT, third tier node. How are the NFTs going to be sold? On a website like NFT Trade or whatever, Kalao.io. What experience does the team have in investments? So we have a partnership with a popular DeFi influencer that sort of specializes in these things. Him and his team will be helping us a lot with that. That's their specialty. As well as the dev that we hired on yesterday is the co-founder for Donkey Finance, and that is a DeFi investing platform. When is the NFT pre-sale? Next week. We'll announce a date shortly. We just don't want to announce a date and the art not be complete by then. Any plans to combine nodes into a bigger node? I don't think so. I think that users will just be able to compound up. Like if you have a pending balance of 100 lava, you could like use it to create a node, for instance. Any giveaway contest before a launch? Yeah, I definitely want to do a giveaway before a launch. I just have to think of what I want to do. You guys can definitely throw some suggestions down. Is there a max wallet amount and prohibitive whale sale tax for large sales? Yeah, there will be a max wallet amount, and whales can conduct their sales through the treasury. We're always going to be open to OTC deals that are considerable. Can you explain why only 170 NFTs will be sold? How is that number chosen with 14K in Discord? Well, the amount of people in Discord isn't really up. It wasn't really being considered when we decided the amount of NFTs. What was considered was the minimum amount of money generated from the NFTs that allows us to like bootstrap and launch the project off the ground. So essentially, we just figured what is our base expectation of how much we generate, got those numbers, and went from there. Because the more NFTs you sell, the more boost there is in existence, and the higher the rewards is, and the lower the sustainability is. So as much as everybody wants an NFT, it's just not ideal. No, you don't need whitelist to get the NFT. Mint price, that'll be announced shortly. It'll be dependent on. It won't be a mint price. It'll just be like a floor price that we start the auction at. Any plan? Can everyone participate in NFT presale? Yeah, it'll be on a public website that everyone can bid and access on. What do you see the price NFT going for? That's a good question. And we'll let the market decide that. Are there still 3 team members? If yes, so currently it's me, Ari, Juice, Yonatan, the dev we hired yesterday, my friend Zach, the dev, and we're planning on hiring 2 devs this week. Will there be whale taxes as nodes grow for claiming? No, we don't have any plans for a claim tax. If we feel that the sale tax isn't high enough, then we'll just increase it, but we don't feel the need to do a claim tax. A lot of the platforms that are doing claim taxes pay way more than 1% daily. So NFTs are going to be sold on auction. Yeah, exactly. Hi, do you think it's a good time to formally end the incentivized Discord invite system? Right now, the whitelist and waitlist are basically full, and surely slow and sustained growth is preferable to a huge launch day spike. I just don't see how the waitlist has a negative effect. Um, essentially, I hear your point. I just don't see how the waitlist is negative. Any development on the rewards per nodes tier? Yeah, so you guys should all expect a max on the max tier of roughly 1% daily. Any thoughts on looking after long-term holders? Yeah, absolutely. We'll be definitely doing giveaways for long-term holders down the road. Can rewards be made in Avax coin directly? No, initially you'll be getting rewards in lava. Are the tier costs for lava nodes being finalized, and is it possible to be potentially less than 200, 500,000? Yeah, we have been considering that it'll be less just based off like the current node market sentiment. If the price just went ballistic on launch, that the 1,000 tier would just be too expensive. So we've been leaning towards 100, 200, 500, but not finalized yet. It'll be finalized in the white paper next week. So the amount of times you claim rewards is is only really dependent on the amount of gas you want to pay, since there is no claim tax. Well, there's a sell tax, so once you sell those rewards, you'll be taxed. So it's effectively a similar concept. The thing is that you'll only be able to claim every 24 hours. So yes, the limitation is gas, but it's not like you could just spam a claim every minute. Um, Sorry if you've answered this. Are the measures to stop bots from dump? Yeah, we're talking about that every day. The measures that we're taking, we're just not going to make public so that people can't start to work around them. Yeah, the whitelist allotment won't change. The only thing that has changed with whitelist is that so if a whitelister buys their 2,000 token allotment, half of the allotment will be in nodes tokens only redeemable for a node. So if a whitelister buys their max allotment, they'll get 1,000 tokens only redeemable for. Whoops, my Discord crashed. It just resprung, but I'm back. Yeah, my Discord crashed. Um I forgot what I was even saying. If somebody wants to refresh my memory, is there a chance the lava price can go below public sale price when it's live? I mean, anything's possible. I find that unlikely based off current market sentiment and the community. Can I ask what's your rewards model? Like Thor, like Strong? Neither. Initially similar to Strong, where it's 1% daily, but we'll be phasing out of that typical model eventually, going into phase two, which is the End Lava model. For most projects, I've always had issues buying at launch, as usually there isn't enough liquidity. By the time I can buy, the price is already 5x. Is there anything you would recommend to get in early with no issues at launch? So, I mean, effectively, the reason why that's happening is just because of demand is so high, and we'll be adding as much liquidity as we can before launch. But yeah, the only thing I could recommend is that have the native token of the pair. So in our case, USDC.E, and have high slippage. That will help the transaction go through. From your experience in this space as lava, no, we're not. We're trying to like improve upon strong. We're definitely not ignorant to the fact that the strong model has worked this far, but they have no end goal in terms of their long-term sustainability, and they've admitted that themselves. Well, N-Lava will not be distributed at launch or in the days following launch. It's going to be down the road. It'll be sort of a phase two. You guys dealing with Avax directly or investing in Thor Power Strong? No, we're not. We won't be investing in Thor Power Strong whatsoever. Um, because there's no reason to. Tech difficulties already. No, my Discord randomly will crash every once in a while on this relaunch itself. Can I have whitelist? Wait for it, please. No, no whitelist, sir. Sorry. Will the D app and dashboard be fully functional? Yes, very much so. D app and everything will be fully functional and tested a million times before launch. How long will it take to go from phase one to phase two? That's essentially just based off the treasury and its growth. So I can swap AVAX for USDC to use on launch day. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. USDC.E. Don't use the non.E version. Yeah, like Bravo said. What's Lava's end goals for sustainability? So essentially, we'd be distributing a percentage of the treasury's profits out to holders. So the model can last forever. If the treasury is generating $1 million a week, we could distribute $800,000 a week and pocket 200,000 to continually grow the treasury's investments. Just for a basic example. Would you consider a silent launch? No, not at all. USP mate won't pay with native token. Yeah, won't pay with native token at the end of the line. Yep, exactly. Will partnerships be announced with all our announcements or on launch? It's like on a case by case basis. But most of everything will be announced before launch. That should be. How much of the token would be redistributed back to the treasury? Want to get this treasury filled as much as possible? What do you mean? Of which token? Are you guys going to release the token contract address well ahead of launch? Because I find some other projects have played with this, making you no. Our token contract address won't be public ahead of launch. We're gonna make a bunch of random contract addresses to fool the bots as well, with a similar name, just to like spoof people who are trying to snipe it with a bot. There's a bunch of measures that we're going to be taking against it. When NLava is redeemed to non-native token, what price you're using for non-native tokens will users be able to see live prices? Yeah, you'll be able to see the value of your NLava token in the dashboard. What price you're using for non-native tokens. So essentially, it'll just like your NLava tokens will hold a weight against the treasury, and then you will just be able to redeem based off that. How much will the sell tax be? Um, I'd say no lower than 10%. Would team consider launching a large number of less valuable NFTs, such as a 2x public launch price for largest node? No. Uh, we just don't need to. That's something that we would definitely consider after launch. Um, incentivizing more NFT sales, but we just don't need to sell them now. What's the total supply of lava tokens? We're leaning towards 10 million. Thank God. Thank good. Besides other node projects, what is your top ways to earn passive income? Stablecoin farming. Give me whitelist. I'll give you a ticket to Dubai, man. I could buy my own ticket to Dubai, man. When public sale, or did I miss the information? Later this month. Is there a vesting period for all pre-sale and team allocations? The team actually is not allocated any lava, and the team won't ever sell lava. Team won't be paid in lava. Vesting period for pre-sale? No. So instead of doing a vesting period for the whitelisters, instead what we have chosen to do is to if the whitelister buys their max allotment, which is $1,000 US, they get 2,000 lava tokens. Instead of getting just 2,000 regular lava tokens, they're going to be getting 1,000 regular tokens and 1,000 tokens only redeemable for nodes. Calvin, are you talking weeks before launch? Yes, it will be over a week, yes. Towards the end of the month. I just want to get the highest tier node, but on launch we're going to get burnt. It's all supply and demand, brother. We're going to add as much liquidity as possible to help everybody out, but that's all we can do. As well as preventing bots from playing in. Yeah, we're just waiting to get back the art to the NFTs pre-sale. So once we know a firm date on the art, then we'll have a firm date on the sale. Is the project selling assets they have when people sell lava? Well, technically, the project isn't selling the assets they have. The project's trading the assets to the holder for End Lava. Then the user can go and sell those assets. So sort of yes. But we're not selling. We're not distributing our principal. Like, so we're not distributing our prime treasury like account. It would be like the treasury's profits. Playmates has an issue with an incorrect contract address at launch, which made them delay it by 24 hours. Will you guys confirm the contract address a few minutes before public launch? Yeah, I'm not really worried about issues like that. I have a lot of faith in our devs. Bro, rug pull at 10 million and invest in Dubai villas. What? Nah, you think too short term. Is Circ going to be fluid or static? I don't understand that. Have you looked into GameFi? Alluvium is offering 300 APY. No, I don't know what that is. We set the launch time before today's AMA time, like 3-4 hours before. I don't understand. Set the launch time before today's AMA time, like 3 to 4 hours. You're saying like announce the time 3 to 4 hours ahead? I've been thinking that we're gonna do like a launch window so that people can't set up their bots to buy like at a certain time even. So maybe like a 1 hour launch window where we'll launch between this time and this time. Team doesn't get lava, team stays poor. Keck. No, the team will get paid off of Treasury's profits. So it just incentivizes the team to yield profits for the Treasury, which is what all the holders want as well. So we make money when the Treasury makes money, and you guys make money when the Treasury makes money. We don't believe in getting paid in lava because if I get paid in lava and I want to buy a car, I have to sell my lava, which tanks the charts, which doesn't benefit anybody. Why ain't you at the Super Bowl? You about to be richer than your boy Mac Miller holler. I didn't even watch football this year, bro, to be honest with you. What is the reward structure of top tier node? Roughly 1%. How much liquidity is targeted for launch? As much as possible. All the whitelist funds will be going towards liquidity. Probably roughly 500 to a million, 500K to a million. If I had to guess, I'm not the best at math off the top of my head. Some other unnamed projects, especially failed at preventing bots, what makes you sure of your strategy? Our devs are just really brilliant, essentially. I have faith in our devs, in their understanding of the problems that others have experienced. Love you, Calvin. Just make sure I get yacht end of the year. Well, I'll try. I'll give you my best shot. If I make money, you guys make money. So it's in my best interest to help everybody. Is Circ fluid or static? I literally don't understand what you mean. Oh, circulation. No, that's capped. It's a hard cap. So most of your profits will come from stablecoin farming. So you aim for no, and regardless, stablecoin farming isn't 30% APR, and there's a lot of farming strategies that we'll disclose that we'll be doing closer to launch. But You can earn way higher than 30% APR doing stable coins. Yeah, and we're gonna be doing a lot of private investments as well, so they'll be returning a lot for us, as well as our sister project will be returning just a large amount of capital to us. And the sister project is extremely profitable in the sense that once the initial development costs are recouped, the daily, I guess you could say, or monthly maintenance costs or upkeep costs for the sister project are extremely low. So profits are high and upkeep costs are low. And it's a totally separate identity, not a node project, has its own sources of income completely aside from DeFi. Are the profits being given in Avax? We'll probably let users decide. It'll probably be something normal like Avax or USDC options when we get to the end lava system, but that's way down the road. Won't be in the launch time. Yo, Calvin, you're one smart guy. Thanks, bro. Is today launched? No. Calvin, promise me I will become rich by nodes. I can't give you financial advice. Please, please, please do a Dutch auction. It stops bots and allows the market to buy at a good price. If whales buy in it, start punches. I don't like the concept of a Dutch auction. I think as long as you have enough liquidity and you don't get swamped by bots purchasing, then it's free market. You know what I mean? If the market decides that 60 cents is too cheap for our token, then that's what the market decided. Can you put sale details of NFTs on social media? Yeah, I wanted to announce the sale here so that anybody who comes to the AMAs knows that they're going to be getting actual announcements here. But yeah, all the details will definitely be made clear on social media ahead of time for sure. What keeps the token from going parabolic if there's no sell pressure at all with End Lava? So initially on launch, we will not be distributing End Lava. Let me make that clear. That's not going to be happening until a phase two, which is down the road. This is just like we're planning long term, whereas other projects only plan for the short term. Will there be a wallet transfer tax? Yes, there will be at least 40% if you want to transfer your lava tokens from one wallet to another, so that people can't hold a large percent of the supply. Yes, and as Dan Takomi said, we will have fractional node pools, community staking pools, essentially, where users, if they don't have enough for a node, they can lock up their tokens in a sort of a node pool, or a fractional node, and receive a lower daily return. Yeah, you could think of it as a flexible node, a fractional node. Users will be able to stake or put down their tokens in a lock. Like it's locked. Same concept as when you create the node. When you put them in, they're locked forever. But you'll be returning a lower APY or daily return than if you had a node. So helps everybody who can't afford a full node still partake in the system. What's the sister project? As much as I want everyone to know, we'll announce it closer to launch. I'm super excited for it. Will we be expanding the team more outside of just devs, example, community managers, etc., for newcomers and communication wise? Yeah, for sure. That's something we're open to. We just don't feel that we need a community manager now. But whenever we have a job that we need done, if we need to hire somebody, that's just what we'll do. So to summarize so far, white paper this week, target launch end of the month, hire new devs. USP is what that we don't get paid a native token. I'm not sure what you mean by USP, but you will be getting paid in the native token on launch, after launch. In the weeks and months following launch, you'll be getting paid in lava. Until we start the distribution of N lava, it will be a more normal system. But we will be having a few innovative methods to reduce sell pressure in the meantime that will be announced in the white paper. We're not going to get paid in Doge. No shit coins. Sorry for any meme coin holders. Will day one bonding for nodes be limited? I'm not sure why they would be limited. Can you explain the system behind this a bit more? So yeah, essentially, you'll be able to go on our website and create a node by depositing LP tokens. You'll be able to create the LP tokens hopefully on our site in a Zap method. If not, then you could just create liquidity through Trader Joe. It's pretty simple. Just 2, 3 button clicks. And then you get an LP token, you deposit it. But to make it more simple for those who don't understand liquidity pool tokens, essentially, if the node would have cost you $1,000, right? If you bought the tokens on Trader Joe, you could use your same USDC tokens, USDC.E tokens, and bond or mint a node directly through our website at a percent discount of current market value. So if that node would have cost you $1,000 on the market and we were offering 5% off, you would save 5% by going through directly through the website and creating your node through there. And the money that goes from there, then when you bond or mint your node, goes straight to the treasury. Give us profit and stablecoin. Yeah. That's the goal for sure. Will liquidity locked before public launch? Yeah, liquidity will be locked for sure. We don't need access to it. We'll just be adding on to it. As long as liquidity being locked allows us enough control in order to add on to it. But uh, regarding liquidity being locked, that's usually for when teams are like anonymous or not publicly doxed because people are worried that they will run off with the liquidity. But I don't see that being a concern when we're all public. And I'll be public before launch. When intensive marketing? Should be starting next week. I'm a YouTuber. I will stream market your product. I got subscribers. Subscribers. 12. Do you have 12 subscribers? Can you implement tweet shift so we can help with marketing? We're all going to invest, hopefully. So at least we could do is help with marketing and share a lot of tweets are pushed out there. Tweet shift is like the Discord bot, right? That tells you when we tweet. Subscribers. What other projects have you been successful at besides Lava? Lava's the first project that I'm full-time hands-on with. I've just played like an advisor role at other projects. I just don't want to bring them up. Great AMA, very concise, well thought out protocols. I was bullish, now I'm parabolically bullish. Well, I'm glad you like what we've been thinking up. Will your investment be burned after you purchase a node? Yeah, so 60% of tokens used to create a node, when you create them using not the typical node creation system, when you buy your tokens on Trader Joe, you come onto our website, create a node. 60% of those tokens will be going into the reward pool. 30% of them will be burned, and 10% of them will be set aside to pair with liquidity, or to be paired with a stablecoin to be added to liquidity. Um, all those numbers are subject to change. We'll have control over them to adjust them as we see fit and as we see most beneficial. So yes, the way that it's deflationary is that there's a cap on the lava supply, and we're going to be burning lava when you create a node. Most people want to avoid high taxes as much as possible. It would be great to reward payouts and tokens that we can borrow against, so we don't have to sell and pay high taxes. I don't fully understand that. We will end up paying out essentially in tokens that you won't have to borrow against, but that they are just worth money, essentially. Since this is a node project, why is there a very low number of validated nodes behind the project? So just to make it simple, validated nodes pay roughly 10% a year. It doesn't matter how many you buy, your average return on investment is 10% a year. That's extremely low. So you can actually make money and pay holders a reward by doing that. People are just sort of bought into the hype of it. Are they like a solid investment? Yeah. Are you gonna make 100% yearly on it? No. You can hire me and pay me in Lava. Well, Lava won't be tradable for a while, so I think you'll be holding out for a bit. If I had gotten whitelist for this, I would need new pants. What about Rogan Inu? Wait, does Joe Rogan have a meme coin? Dumb question. Do we know how much nodes are likely to cost so I can work out what I can afford? Yeah, uh, that's actually too hard to say. It depends on the price of lava when you go to buy your tokens. Launch price, how many tokens for node? What blockchain? 60 cents. How many tokens for node? Possibly 100, 200, 500. That will be confirmed and finalized in the white paper. What blockchain? Avalanche. Any plans on joining a union of trust? You feel confident the project won't benefit from joining? I'm only concerned with projects in the union of trust that aren't publicly doxed, and then they pull some weird shit, and then the whole union of trust is like looked at differently because I don't think that we need something like that because since we are a public team, I just don't feel that eh, it's needed. Although I support it, not against it. Has launch price been announced? 60 cents. 0.6 USDC.E. When can buy using Whitelist, and what's the Whitelist price? 50 cents and a few days before launch. Definitely to have a very concise step-by-step for bonds and benefits readily available. Yeah, we'll have tutorial videos that are like easy to understand and emulate for people who are new to it that will be able to understand easily. So yeah, I definitely already thought about that. We're gonna have a bunch of tutorials out for people. I wish I could whitelist, but I'm only starting out in dabbling with crypto, so I'm poor at the moment. Hey, gotta start somewhere.
This is
Advise.
your first project. How about devs? Have they worked on any successful projects? Yeah, so one of our main devs, Yonatan, actually is the co-founder and lead dev for Donkey Finance. I can link it in the chat. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of it.
Yeah, throw the link to Donkey Finance in there. That is the dev that we brought on yesterday. He's not a team member. He's just gonna be coding for us. So I suppose take that as you will. He just has too many other responsibilities to join board for us full time. But he's going to be doing a lot of our smart contract coding and things like that. You could find him on the Teams tab of their website. He's the co-founder. Will any founders, devs, Treasury address be public for full? Yeah. I'll have a public wallet that everyone can see. All the Treasury wallets and everything will be public. Team Pay wallet will be public. Everything will be public. No reason to hide any of that stuff. We'll have a treasury dashboard that will show all investments, their balances, whether they're up, whether they're down. Uh, $1 per lava equals 10 million market cap. Is that correct? Yeah, I would think that math is how that checks out.
That's
Kalvin, can you go ahead?
that's fully diluted. So the
That would
market cap
be that would be a fully diluted market cap, correct? Yep.
for the actual market cap when we have our pre-sale is probably going to be around 305,000. Obviously, that'll change once we go public.
Yep. Can you give us a bit of alpha, roughly, like how much a node will cost? Will not hold you to it. Just gives us small frogs an idea on whether or not they can afford one. So even if you can't afford a full node, you'll be able to buy lava tokens and put them into the like flexible node pool, and still return some more lava every day that you could end up turning into a full node. But in terms of a price, it's way too all over the place. Depends which tier node, depends how many lava we decide for each node, depends the price of lava. Initial market cap, yeah, like Ari said, probably around 300K, but then adding into the NFT pre-sale, probably a bit more. So expected market cap will be like made more clear before launch once we actually see the amount that we return from both NFT pre-sale and whitelist. What's your expected return from your stablecoin strategy? Near 100%. What I mean is if I got rewarded in Bitcoin, for example, I could take out a loan against it with BlockFi and pay no taxes instead of selling the Bitcoin and paying taxes. I mean, we could reward you in anything and you could convert it for Bitcoin and still do that strategy. I'm either becoming rich from lava or resuming my tomato sale on street. That's a interesting career you have. Any ideas, timeframes on listings? Listings on, you mean CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko? Will definitely be like as soon as possible for sure. What's the min buy for whitelist? $500 US. So 1,000 lava. How long will you be able to keep a node? Forever. Who decided to have this name Donkey? I don't know. They're like, well, yeah, their token's down 95% from all-time high because it's a farming token. That's just how farming tokens work. Essentially, what that website's good for is finding farming strategies. But if you know a thing or two about farming tokens, they always go down. It's just the design. 500 is a little too much for some people. If possible, you can make it a little lower. No, unfortunately not. Sorry. You should be a politician. Why? Why do you say that? While we are rewarded in lava, we can throw it back into another node purchase. When we are rewarded in lava, is this still possible? Yeah, it will still be possible. Um, BlockFi is being sued by the SEC. Holy shit! Probably for that. Avoiding taxes with loans. No. All that matters about donkeys is if it works properly, smooth dev can code well. Yeah, it works beautifully. It's existed for a while. Will there be any monthly fees for node holders like Strong or other node projects? Yes, there will be monthly maintenance fees. And contrary to Strong, where if you don't pay your monthly fee, your node is destroyed, our model will be that if you don't pay your monthly fee, you just can't claim your rewards. What's max buy for whitelist? Yeah, 2,000 tokens at 50 cents each. Yep, so $1,000. Will Unlava be tradable down the road? No, it'll be only redeemable against the Treasury. What happened to Donkey Token? So for people who aren't familiar with farming tokens, they all do that. They get farmed and then essentially they have no use case and people just sell them. That's just how they all are. It's pretty standard for a farming token. How long is the vesting period for whitelist tokens? No vesting period. They're just gonna have half their tokens given to them in tokens only redeemable for nodes. So they'll have access to the other half of their lava tokens on day one, but the other half will only be able to be converted into nodes. If the price goes absolutely parabolic, even at the new projected node cost, would you consider adding more node tiers down the road? Yeah, for sure. The thing is that the flexible node situation, node pool, sort of solves that issue, but yeah, I'm not opposed to it. If we needed to add a smaller tier, we would. Do you think pineapple is acceptable on pizza? Yes, I like pineapple on pizza. I'm not like big on ham on pizza, but I like pineapple on pizza. Pineapple and bacon is pretty good. Can I be whitelisted? No, unfortunately. Limit to buy at public launch. Yeah, so there will be limits to prevent bots and whales from accumulating like a large supply at a low cost. But there will also be like a hard limit on your wallet as well. Uh, Probably roughly 20,000 tokens capped on your wallet. So basically, the whitelist tokens can be redeemable for nodes, right? Yeah. So if you spend $1,000, you'll get 1,000 lava tokens, and then 1,000 lava tokens only redeemable for nodes. Please don't do the launch like Oxify. Yeah, no, don't think that will happen at all. That was really sketchy what they did. I think maybe it was just pure incompetence, but it just seems a little fishy to me. Calvin seems like a nice guy, except the pineapple on pizza. Hey, and you know, it's not. I don't wake up every day and go, I want to put some pineapple on my pizza. It's just, you know, if I come across some pineapple on pizza, I'm not turning it down. What will be the whitelist cap? $1,000 or 2,000 tokens. Probably puts pineapple. I don't even drink coffee. Yo, chill out. I mean, I like coffee, but caffeine is too strong for me. What will prevent whales from dumping on launch? Well, the whales shouldn't be able to accumulate a large percentage of supply because of the anti-whale, anti-bot features that we're going to implement. And the reason why I'm not sharing them is because it defeats the purpose if everybody knows what they are. So they could try to work around them. Take a day off, man. You've been working too hard. I appreciate it, but I'm just trying to get this launched and off the ground. I missed the part where you said minimum buy. There won't be not be a minimum buy for the general public. There's only a minimum buy for whitelisted wallets, and it's 500 US dollars. Anything you can share about the partnerships we have? So we're working with that Donkey Finance dev, but we are finalizing a partnership with a top 25 token on coin on coin market cap. Roughly in like the $8 billion market cap range. Finalizing a partnership with them and finalizing a partnership with a popular DeFi influencer that's going to be helping treasury management. What's the difference between Donkey token and Lava? I mean, everything. Donkey token's a farming token, and Lava is not a farming token at all. Do we have a date for public launch? At the end of the month, near the end of the month, essentially. As soon as possible, but that's where the time frame's looking like right now. No, it's not Donkey Finance X Lava. We definitely aren't collaborating with the Donkey Finance team. We just hired one of their co-founders and lead developers. Is it Sifu? No, it's not Sifu. Funds are not Sifu. How long did it take, and how was your thought process to minimize the flaws? How long did what take? And how was your thought process to minimize the flaws which other projects haven't implemented in Lava? So, I mean, essentially just viewing their problems and evaluating them and determining what can we do to not run into those problems or improve upon them. Um, just logic and reasoning. Which one will be faster and cheaper on launch day at time? Hurry to buy Lava on Trader or buy from DApp on project page with Bond? So if we only have bonds enabled on launch for LP tokens only, then you would still have to buy your lava on the market because you need 50% lava and 50% USDCE, like 50% one-to-one value USD value equivalent to create the LP token. So it's sort of tough. If we have just USDC.E bonds, like straight stablecoin bonds available, then yes, you could come on with those. But we're trying to build up the liquidity like as fast as possible. So that's why we're trying to incentivize LP token bonding. So public sale tokens aren't restricted to half node only purchase. That's only for whitelisted buyers, right? Yeah, whitelisted buyers are the only ones that are going to be limited in any way in terms of they're getting tokens only redeemable for nodes. We just did that so that their tokens aren't being vested out as sort of a trade-off. So instead of their tokens being vested out and they'd have all lava tokens that they could sell, they'll only have half the amount of lava tokens, and then the rest of them will be forced into a node.
But they can also node up completely with their
Yes.
whitelist allocation. They
Yes,
don't
they could use all their
50%
node. They could use all their tokens to create a node if they choose.
exactly. 50% is just the minimum split.
Yes. Yep. His partnership link cannot confirm or deny any partnerships. You'll just have to wait until you see it. Keep updated on social media to know what's going on. Yeah, for sure. Guys, let's buy Donkey token. It's dipped. I don't think that will cause a pump in Donkey token. But I don't know. It depends on their liquidity, I guess. Also, is it possible, for example, I purchased for 1,000 with some friend and then send his share of the tokens on launch? So if you try to send your lava tokens to him, you're gonna get taxed. So it may just be best that you guys like share your wallet. What chain will lava be on? Avalanche. Yeah, I'm sort of responding to things that were responded in text. I'm trying to just reply to everybody. Will there be any measures to slow down exponential growth from users compounding? Yeah, the N lava system should help out with that a lot. What's up with the flexible nodes? Are those fractional nodes? Yeah, essentially. I mean, you could call them whatever you want, but effectively, users will be able to use any amount of tokens they want, put them into the fractional node system, and redeem a daily ROI. Bro, dev's project looks scary. I mean, I'm not sure how else I could tell you. It's a farming token. If you go look at any other farming tokens charts, they all look that way. Farming tokens aren't designed to go up. They're designed to be farmed and sold. It's a different concept from the node project altogether. 50% can be used on launch day to create nodes, and the other 50% will be vested. No, the other 50% will not be vested. You'll have it immediately. Yep. Is there a sell tax? Yes. Please don't set the launch time late. Don't want to wake up to buy tokens. I'm not sure what time zone you're in, but it'll be during the day in the United States. You heard of Crow nodes, potential treasury investment? I haven't. If it's essentially a strong node system, node fork, then I'm not interested. Cross-chain node bonding. Yeah, we could look for that in the future to accept other tokens into our treasury. CM Treasury Manager? Can't confirm or deny. Node rewards in Bitcoin for phase 3. Yeah, so on Avalanche there's wrapped Bitcoin. We could mess with it for sure. Not sure if the community would want that over stablecoin, so is there a document where I could check if my wallet is on the whitelist list? Yeah, Juice sent you the channel for it. Node rewards are in Ferrari parts. Yeah. Yeah. Are you guys able to go into detail about what in particular has been taking longer than anticipated? I mean, essentially, we wanted to add a lot of features. We realized it was a lot of work. We looked for devs, and now we're moving forward with a lot of added features. Isn't it best to give rewards in USDC? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people want stables. Um, but yeah. Okay, so everything will be available on launch with 50% for node creation. Other 50% can be sold. Did I finally got it right? Yeah, you got it right. You can get USDC.E and buy your Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly. What was the slippage percent you advise on launch time? I couldn't tell you or tell anybody a slippage that I'd say, hey, the slippage is gonna work. I could just tell you start with at least 5 to 10 and go up. Uh, as far as you're comfortable, I guess. That's just sort of a risk assessment. Looking forward to this. Will you notify or remind near the date for public release? No, it will be no silent launch. Everyone will know well ahead of time. The date will be made very public. Will nodes be transferable? So actually, in the previous AMAs, I definitely did say that our nodes will be NFTs, and we've since backtracked on that after rethinking it over. And the problem that we ran into when we thought about this was that if users could buy a node with NFT, right? And let's say that user recovered their initial investment and wants to sell their node, okay? They can now sell their node at a large discount compared to market value. Now, that's bad because it disincentivizes people from creating nodes through the treasury, and everybody wants the treasury to go up. So, therefore, as dope and as convenient as it is to have transferable NFTs or nodes as transferable NFTs, it's not beneficial to the protocol and the treasury long term. Avax is susceptible to large transactions. When the wonderful community tried to sell their tokens, Avax could not handle the transactions, and so many people got wrecked. Yeah, that's just not something in our control, unfortunately, the AVAX network. Everyone except me use 99% slippage, please. Any more whitelist opportunities coming? Most likely not. Calvin, I can't see your profile picture. Can you post it here just in case you rug pulls so I can post it in my blog lately? Maybe. Yeah, I'll be publicly doxed before launch and before the NFT pre-sale. But no, my profile picture is Mac Miller. It's not me. Yeah, don't go above 10% slippage weight if anything, don't get burned. Yes, it's it's a double-edged sword because if you have too low a slippage, the price could keep going up because your transaction doesn't get accepted, and if you don't have, yeah, you get what I'm saying. If your slippage isn't high enough, your transaction won't get through. If your transaction won't get through, the price may just continue to go up, and then you would have been better off paying 20% slippage possibly. But there's no finite science to this. It's trial and error. Mate, could you set a launch time? Yes, there will be a launch time. It'll all be with plentiful notice. So do not worry. We will not surprise anybody with a launch. There's just no launch time because we don't know when we're going to be ready. We don't want to rush it. We don't want to launch half-assed. How about after phase 1, we can liquidate nodes that were made launch day? Yeet. Yeah, yeet is right. Nice executive decision to not have transferable NFTs. Great decision. Yeah, it's tough to backtrack on cool features, but when there's valid reasons, you just have to. Are there any moderator spaces? I mean, chat's super active right now, but typically the chat is not as active as it is now. So I think currently we're content with moderators, but we'll definitely add them as we see fit. Any countermeasures against bots on launch? Yes, there'll be lots of countermeasures against bots and whales. We're just not sharing them publicly because it defeats the purpose. So what's going to be the maintenance fees and when will they be applied? They'll be applied. They'll be in effect on launch. What will be the maintenance fees? We're leaning towards, depending on which node you have, you'll have a maintenance fee for that node. So the larger the node, the more the maintenance fee. But it won't be anything like a crazy amount. Something similar to Strong's maintenance fee, where roughly $15, somewhere in that price range. But different to Strong, the maintenance fees won't. If you don't pay your maintenance fee, your node won't be destroyed. Your node you won't be able to claim from it until you pay your maintenance fee. What is your long-term vision for Lava? Having a sustainable treasury where the payouts are smaller than the rewards. So essentially, the treasury is operating in a surplus. And aside from that, launching a bunch of other sister projects on crypto to essentially have a how could you say it, like a conglomerate of projects under the same ownership in different fields with different sources of income. Can we change the saying from Rug Me Daddy to Rug Me Oxify? Yeah, I think what they did was pretty weird. Do you guys have any investors currently? No. No companies investing. When Lava Merge coming?
So yeah, for investors right now, I have been bootstrapping the project with my own money, because I feel that it's better, for project founders to be assuming some of the risk before launch, and only once a project is ready to launch should funds be accepted. That's what I feel personally. So
Yeah. Yep. When Lava Merge coming? I'm down for lava merch, but I just don't know how to do the legal side of it. If we could sell merch and only take crypto, I'd be down for that. I'm sure there's some sort of payment processor like that that you could use. But I just wouldn't want to do lava merch and receive like fiat currency. What will be the roughly estimated APR? 1% daily, and that's like 365% APR, I assume. So what's your plan to not get burned on launch date? Be ready to buy and be ready to adjust your slippage, essentially, I would say. Can you not take claim tax from my node? I won't tell anyone. There won't be claim tax at all. When launch, and is there any recent announcement? Launches towards the end of the month, and yeah, I think there's been a bunch of announcements, like the NFT presale, as well as the dev that we brought on. When I win the trip to Hawaii, I'll send you guys lots of pictures. Yeah, I hope whoever wins the trip to Hawaii posts lots of pictures. I'd like to see them. Can we partner with Mac Miller? I would love to, but we fortunately can't. Are you gonna form a company just like Atlas did? I'm not like a expert on the legal ramifications of doing things like that or the potential benefits, so I'm definitely open to talking to professionals about it who, that's their expertise. The team get paid from Treasury, so it's in their best interest for the project to do well. Yes, you're right. We won't getting paid in the native token. We could pay for Lava Merchant Donkey token. No, I don't accept Donkey token. What is typical slippage? I mean, after launch, your slippage should be like normal 0.5 or 1% or whatever. But on like the launch day or like right when we launch, you could go as high as 40, 50% and your transaction doesn't get accepted. It's just not, there's no exact science here. There's no number I could tell you will work or won't work, unfortunately. You could go with 5% and it could go through. It just all depends on the demand and how many transactions are trying to be posted at once. Mac Miller sponsored NFTs Treasury idea. Yeah, I mean, if we could get in touch with the Mac Miller's family and the foundation, yeah, I'd be up for it. Trip to Hawaii, where, when, how? Yeah, so if you go back on our Twitter, and I was going to post a follow-up tweet, reminding anybody who came across us in the meantime. But any user who liked, followed, and retweeted that tweet and followed the account, as well as holds a node, will be eligible for that giveaway. A trip to Hawaii paid, and their stay paid for and everything at like a resort. And all you have to do is just like and retweet the tweet and have a node. And as well as you'll obviously have to dox to us, the devs, like your personal information, so that we can like book the travel plans for you. So that's the only stipulation is that you one have to be willing to travel. You have to be willing to tell me or the team your identity so that we can book your travel plans. And then yeah, just enjoy the trip. He's multitasking, working on Donkey as well. I'm not sure how much he's working on Donkey day to day. The project seems sort of complete. What takes precedent if Treasury performance is poor one month? Your salary or my rewards? My salary. That or takes precedent the rewards. My salary would take the secondary pick. Can you get sued? Are we a company? I mean, the company couldn't get sued, but since we're publicly doxxed and that we live in the U.S., we're subject to U.S. laws, which are quite strict. Um, Yeah, I don't see Treasury performance being poor any month just due to us. A large percent of Treasury investments will be super safe, stable returns. But there will obviously be good months and bad months. I just don't think there'll actually be like a very poor month to where salary is ever even being addressed. What's this about pre-sale NFTs? Yeah, so sometime next week we're going to be hosting a auction on like NFT Trade or Kalau.io, one of the like Avax NFT auction sites. So essentially like the OpenSea equivalents on Avax, hosting an auction where users can bid in Avax to buy NFTs. There'll be 3 tiers of NFTs. Tier 1 or level 1 will be a 5% boost. Level 2 will be 10% boost. Level 3 will be 15% boost. And as well as users, the original person who buys the NFT. So if you transfer the NFT, each person doesn't get it. It's only the original person who bought the NFT from auction will be airdropped tokens that they can redeem for a node. So if you win the auction for the level 1 node, you'll get a level 1 NFT rather. You'll get a level 1 node. If you win the auction for a level 3 NFT, you'll get airdrop tokens for a level 3 node. Said 10% minimum. I mean, 10% is if I was buying this, right? And I'm going to be trying to buy it on launch with my own cash because I'm invested in it myself. I'm going to start with 10%, probably go way up. But obviously, it won't be a priority for me. I'll be focused on making sure everything's going smoothly. But yeah, if I was trying to snipe in on a personal wallet, I would probably start at 10. 7.5K for a node, send high. I wait for whitelist to sell to buy. Whitelisters won't have that many tokens to sell, but yeah, it's fair. Trying to get a good entry. I know it's been brought up before. You guys consider joining Union of Transparency with Thor Power, etc. I mean, I've considered it. I don't think it would really benefit us since we're publicly doxxed. Can you launch this week, please? No. Sorry. Can't rush devs, can't launch an unfinished product. Need to have an audit before launch as well, which shouldn't take long. So just a bunch of things we have to do to make sure everything's safe and secure. So to prep for launch, are we better having some USDC in a wallet or Avax exchange? Do we need to buy tokens through Trader Joe's, for example, or will the transaction be done through the Lava site D app? So if you want to buy a Lava token, you have to buy that through Trader Joe. And it's best to have USDC.E for that on launch day, not Avax. Are there fractional nodes? Yes. Trip for one, or can we take a partner? It's two people, you and a friend. KYC'd by Lava. No, we're not. We have a KYC with CoinScope already, but we're publicly doxxed anyways, which is much better than a KYC. I will share my identity for travel. My name is Jasim, and I'm still single even on Valentine's Day. Hey man, but yeah, hey, learning, trying to make some money. So those other people spending money on, you know, stupid date. Why the name Lava? Because we're the most explosive place in DeFi. 1% a day would be what would be the APY again? Well, APY is compounded, so I'm not sure what the APY would be, but APR would be non-compounded 365%. Where are you from? I'm local. Yeah, good one. Uh, they would be Mac Miller pre-sale NFTs confirmed. That is not confirmed. Uh, I'm multi-millionaire, bro. I'm a whale. Dubai. Does the NFT apply to the entire account? Yes. Yes, it does. Um, to be fair, Whitelist could drain half the liquidity. The other half is in their nodes, right? So on launch day, there's going to be an increased sell tax. Like the sell tax will be higher than the end goal sell tax on launch day to disincentivize whitelisters from dumping. And if they do dump, then they'll be taxed heavily. Uh, my Discord keeps scrolling on its own. Where was I? To be fair, Whitelist could drain half liquidity. It wouldn't be half because the liquidity would be getting built the second that we launch because users would be bonding with LP tokens. As well as we'll be adding liquidity using the Treasury USDC acquired. So I'm not too worried about it because I think the buy pressure will outweigh the small allotment that the whitelisted wallets will have after launch. Me and a friend, so I won one. Thank you, Calvin, bro. Yeah, no. Uh you didn't win, sorry. uh a bomb is more explosive than lava. Rename, please. Well, sorry, can't help you. How to not get burnt on launch date? How many NFTs will there be auctioned? 170. Vesting period for whitelist tokens? No. Um, Lava was here long before bombs will be here long after. Originally, when we were gonna do a vesting period for uh sorry, I lost my train of thought. Vesting period for whitelisted wallets, but since we're forcing them to use half of their allotment to create a node, we scrapped it because we'd rather force them into a node than allow them to have all their tokens. We just feel it's better for everybody. So at 170 NFTs will be auctioned. How many are there total? Those are 170 total. They'll all be auctioned. Will the rest be minted slash released? We'll create new collections later down the road with maybe different benefits or different rewards, different incentives. But we're definitely open to the idea of doing other NFT auctions later on. Nobody answers more questions than anime that Kalvin rapid fire for 90 minutes. Holy guy. Appreciate it. Uh that is the point of the AMA. Auction on cloudnft.io. I've actually never heard of that website, but I'm not really big into NFTs myself. Probably be NF Trade or Cloud.io. I guess we'll just look at like which website does more volume and pick the one that does. Calvin, big bro, I'm always late for all the whitelists of the world. Give me whitelists and I'll bring you camel milk from Dubai. I'm not really interested in your camel milk. I do just drink cow's milk. Will the NFT be resellable? Will there be any limits during the auction to prevent people from buying multiples? Um, I guess I guess we could just decline an offer from somebody if we noticed that they were trying to buy multiples. So yeah, I don't want people to buy multiples. And yes, the NFT will be resellable. But only the first buyer gets the tokens that are redeemable for a node. Every buyer after will only get the percent boost. Can I have a whitelist spot? Word of mouth got to me too late. Anybody who wants a whitelist spot, you have to tell me why you deserve a whitelist spot over the 14,000 other people, because that's only what's fair. Explain one more time. The node buying. You mirror 50 USDC and 50 lava token. The LP token makers the node. Yeah, so I know the LP token can get pretty complicated. It's easier. I guess, visually understood than told via word. But essentially, there should be a simple to use user interface on our website. If anybody's familiar with Olympus DAO, their Zap feature. Well, Zap feature is across DeFi, but with Olympus DAO, they have the Zap feature. We're hoping to have something implemented like that on launch, which makes it much more user friendly to create LP tokens. Although it is very easy to create LP token, Trader Joe makes it pretty foolproof. Like essentially, if you wanted to buy $1,000 worth of a node with an LP token, you take your 1,000 USDC.E, you buy $500 worth of lava, and then you combine them both into an LP token. But I know it's a little complex. I actually don't deserve a whitelist spot more than the other 14,000 people. I'm definitely towards the bottom of that list, but for deserving, but I certainly want one. Yeah. I know I can't blame anybody for wanting one. It's just not fair to hand them out to anybody. People keep asking for whitelist. The difference is 10 cents. I ain't worried about that. Yeah, it's a fair point. It just guarantees them buying at that price. Is the LP node minting instant or is there a vesting period? If no vesting, then essentially it's trading the LP we generate for a node, right? Yeah, you're right. There is no vesting. It's instant. You're pretty much creating LP liquidity. We're essentially having the users build liquidity. They give us the tokens. We hold the tokens in the treasury, and that just keeps the liquidity high. Calvin, I deserve whitelist because I got a late invitation. Second, I'm poor. Third, I'm on street. Fourth, I have bank loans. Fifth, all my friends ditch me. Sixth, I'm still single on 14th Feb. Seventh, it's always unfair. I get late invitation. Love you, Calvin. Take the camel milk and give me whitelist, please. I hear your offer. I'm gonna have to respectfully decline, my friend. Does that mean that it's possible to be given a whitelist status if it's deemed warranted? Any particular qualifications you're looking for? Influencers only, something like that? Yeah, the only whitelist spots that will be given out like going forward are with influencers that we want to work with. But it would be like a super small amount of whitelisted wallets being given out to influencers. Yeah, so people putting LP tokens means the treasury will not have to sell lava on the market to get liquidity. Exactly. Yeah, we never ever ever plan on selling lava on our side onto the market. Like never. That's just super counterintuitive. Okay, so USDC and lava needed to make a node. Got it. Yeah, so that's like right when we launch, essentially. We're still deciding if we want to have the USDC and bonding enabled. So you guys will also be able to bond using USDC.E, Avax, wrapped ETH if we want. You know, we'll have the flexibility to turn on bonds for any token that we so choose. and offer discounts at the rates that we so choose. So there's a lot of flexibility with it. It's just what we see fit. The reason why we're leaning towards only having LP token bonds on launch is just to boost up that liquidity right when we launch. Because boosting up the liquidity is going to help everybody get a good entry with low slippage, hopefully. How much do you predict will be the price of one lava token will be at launch? 60 cents. Can't predict anything after that. That will be decided by the market. Okay, so I'll just buy with just lava if need be. Thanks. Yeah, so you could create a node with lava just how it is with all other protocols as well, like normal. We're just adding the bonding feature to help boost the treasury. One day I will launch Camel Milk and I will partner with Lava. My market cap $10 trillion. I think the moon is at the sky is your limit, my man. I think $10 minimum, no cap. Yeah, if that's what you think. I can't make any price predictions or financial advice. Can I bribe you with donkey tokens to get whitelist? You can't. I wouldn't take a bribe for any tokens at all. When Lambo with 10 nodes? When? What would you take a bribe for? Nothing. I'm content. I don't need anything. Lies. Yeah, I'm not interested. I only whitelist spots will be going to influencers that we want to work with and helping promote us and market us. What about another dirt bike? Yo, I got 2 dirt bikes and a motorcycle. I don't need another dirt bike. I love my dirt bike that I have right now. Or my main dirt bike. This picture deserves a whitelist spot. Yo, wait. I never know. I did not. Yo, that shit's comedy. I did not notice that shit was like that. Yeah, hey, yo. That's right. Hey, yo. Kalvin, one day the public is going to ask you, what do you do for a living? You still got a chance to partner with Camel Token. Yeah, I might just launch my own Camel Token. How can I reach out to you? You could tell me, and this is just like going forward for everybody. If somebody needs to reach out to me directly, just tell me why, like what the topic, like in regards to, and then you can add me as a friend. Like, just tell me what you're adding me as a friend for in like general chat or one of the chats here, because my DMs are closed. So if people want to reach out to me, um, yeah, just make a reason why and add me as a friend. My friend has a YouTube channel. He would like to contact you. You can throw it in the marketing channel, his YouTube channel, and like his contact info, and I can look at it from there. I'm in touch with the Jesse YouTuber. Can we speak about potential influencer marketing with them? Are you talking about Jesse Eckel or whatever his name is? Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'd be open to working with him for sure. I don't think he takes marketing deals though. What the fuck is this shit? Yeah. What the fuck is this shit is right. We can still earn whitelist, correct? No, you cannot still earn whitelist. I'm sorry. What about Mr. Beast? I have links. Yeah, I would. I think I would part ways with a whitelist spot for Mr. Beast. Hit me up. I speak with him. Got him on board with us at Concave. Yeah, shoot me a friend request. We can talk further about it. If that pick didn't earn whitelist, nothing will. I mean, yeah, that shit was the funniest thing I have seen today. But I can't give whitelist for that. Working with Jesse will create chaos at launch. We don't want that. Well, the people that we are partnering with behind the scenes, I think will cause a bit of chaos on launch. But by chaos, you mean positive hype? Then yes, I think that we're going to be having a lot of positive hype. Except friend requests will speak when you're available. Yeah, I'll look through my friend requests after this. I cleared them up, so I'll see you there. I know your name. I could help with the merch thing. Willing to accept crypto lava. If interested, I'll DM you. I mean, I'm willing to accept crypto as well. We don't need anybody for that. It's just I just have to go and make sure that there's like a Shopify equivalent that takes crypto because I'm not going to just use Shopify and allow people to purchase via fiat using credit cards and stuff. Hey, I'm in touch with PewDiePie. You guys are troll as fuck. But yeah, we're definitely looking to work with more influencers that are, up to size and relevant in the DeFi crypto space. Calvin, can I add you? Maybe one day you visit Dubai, we drink camel milk together. Yeah, you can add me. I'd probably check out Dubai one day. Although I'm not really. I don't think that my priorities is traveling to like Dubai. I'd rather go to Europe or Korea, Japan, places like that. Where is Ari? Ari's here. Will you put your face on merch? I'd appreciate this. You don't even know what my face looks like. Um, but yeah, I mean, if people want that shit, sure, I guess. Super Bowl starting soon. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up shortly because I'm actually heading to a buddy's house to watch the game. Calvin T-shirt when. Trust me, come to Dubai, you will forget Europe. We're on 2050s with camel milk support. Yeah, I don't know. Are you in Chicago? No, Ari's in Chicago. I'm right outside of Boston. Hey, I'm in touch with Jeff Bezos, potential future Amazon collab. Yeah, hey, get me in touch with his assistant. We'll work it out. Calvin should make his own YouTube instant influencer with his gift of gab. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't really want to make my own YouTube, but I'm definitely down to do some like Twitch live streaming events with the community, where we like game together or shit like that. Amazing AMA. I'll be leaving. Friends enjoyed it a lot. Was insightful. Speaking to you soon, Calvin. Take care. Appreciate the hard work. Yeah, got you. Got you. What is the Super Bowl? I'm from UK. What makes it super? Yeah. Oh, so like a tournament? Wait, are you actually? Nah, I'm convinced that people from the UK know what the Super Bowl is, and it's just a troll. Yo, please no. If you guys add me to beg for whitelist, I will remove you. Just please don't do that. If you guys want to DM me about serious, constructive things, I'll always respond. But yeah, any troll DMs will be just removed. Twitch donations will go into lava treasury. See, like that's where it just becomes so convoluted because if we take Twitch donations like through the native Twitch platform, then that has to go through fiat, which means it's tax, which means it goes on somebody's, W-2 or 1099. So that's where it gets a little complicated. Can you talk a bit more about the tokenomics and how is it sustainable? Yeah, I talked a bunch about it earlier, but in short, essentially, we'll be ending once we go into phase 2, we'll end up rewarding users with end lava. This token will be redeemable against the treasury's profits, so you'll be able to effectively your rewards will be traded off for stable coins or whatever token that we decide to reward users with. Most likely stable coins or something like that because everybody's happy. So how long will lava payouts be before it turns into end lava, if you had to guess? I mean, essentially will probably just be determined by Treasury's growth and things like that. Treasury's growth and looking at the supply length and like runway effectively of the original lava supply because it'll be deflationary. Come on, I gotta go. My camels are calling me. Catch you later. See ya, brother. How long will be? Yes, answer that. Will you work with any accounting firms? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why we would want to. work with accounting firms? Maybe if you could elaborate. Will N lava be pegged to original lava price? That's a good question. I don't think so. That's more of like an advanced mathematical question. It'll be essentially against the Treasury's profits, what you'll be redeeming against. And the N lava token will have a weight against that. But I don't believe it will be pegged to the original price at all. It will have its sort of own independent value. This is where I was shredding today. Imagine if a lava floated and melted all the snow. Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. It would be a fucking crazy story. You'd have to tell me about it if that happened. Treasury sustainability strategies. Yeah, we're going to have people on our teams that are going to specialize in things like that. But an accounting firm, uh, yeah, that's not who specializes in that. I think he means originally when redeeming lava before treasury investment. Uh, I don't even know what the question was. Will N lava be pegged to original lava? I'm not sure. The question was. I'm an educator. Do you have any jobs for me? Yeah. What the fuck is an educator? That's a little vague, my guy. Nope, I do not mean this. Thanks, though. Yeah, did I answer your question, CG? I just don't think an accounting firm is the right place to go for DeFi investments. That's probably where you want to go when you want to file your taxes or run a real business in the United States. Is there an established hard cap for the pre-sale, or is it basically up to 305K? The cap will just be, excuse me, the cap will just be what the amount of the amount of tokens purchased essentially. So if there's 310 wallets, then yeah, 310K. Essentially, yes, what you're saying. Are we a fork of any project? No, right? Nope. Our code is all from scratch. We did not fork anybody. People are definitely going to be forking us for sure. Will code be open source so we could be forked in the future? Yeah. I don't see why not. Regardless if the code was open source or not, people would just emulate the ideas that we've implemented and just copy them based off the concept and code it in their own way. That takes more time and more work, but yeah, code will be open source. I'm assuming that will be forked within like a month. Forking us, huh? Tell me more about getting forked. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know what forked means, it's just when another project copies another project's code and then creates their own like spin off of it. I've always been curious what the reason for the 500 minimum is. I plan on maxing out, but just wondering. The reason is just that we have a rough idea for how much money that we're going to generate from pre-sale, so we can like gauge it. Thanks for the AMA. I'm off. No problem. Soft cap? What do you mean by soft cap? Is there limitations on how long the node name can be? Oh, like if pre-sale raises at least a certain amount? Oh, like the minimum. Yeah. Yeah, there's a soft cap, of course, because it's a minimum. And if people don't buy, then uh, I don't foresee it really there being a whitelist issue where people can't, um, where there's not enough people buying. I don't foresee that as an issue. In regards to how long the node name can be, I'm not sure. I guess that'd be a question for a dev. I'm sure there'll probably be some limitation, like at least in the front end. Yeah. I'm a CPA and can contribute with finance modeling. Let me know if there's something your team needs. Yeah, I'm open to working with somebody like that. I think that's a task that we could benefit or skill we could benefit from. Shoot me a friend request. Me seeks. We could talk a bit more about it. If any whitelists are still on the list but don't buy for whatever reason, will the whitelist be tapped? Could you elaborate what you mean by tapped? Please, if there's any tokens that people won't buy on presale, hit me up and I'll buy them 1,000, 10,000%. Yeah, so uh I think that with the NFT presale and the whitelist, that we'll have plenty of funds to start the project. So we don't want to sell more whitelist tokens because that's bad for the collective whole of everyone. Is I missed the first most AMAs. Launch still tentative within February. Yeah, we're aiming for the end of the month. Um, I don't want to give any more exact timelines because I don't want everyone to be disappointed. But yeah, I'm sort of confident that we'll be ready to go at the end of the month. But you can't rush developers with coding. I miss but what does that mean? Given an opportunity to buy pre-sale. I mean that's something that we consider, but essentially, if we see that we have enough money from whitelist and from the NFT pre-sale, we're not going to uh, how could I say it? Add any more people to whitelist. Who are all the devs apart from Ari? Yeah, so we just brought on Yamatan or Yanatan. I'm gonna butcher his name, but essentially the co-founder of Donkey Finance as a developer. He's not a part of our core team. He's just doing some development work for us on like a contract basis. I have, and as well as my friend, I'll tell you his background. He's not doing any smart contract coding, but he's a not web app, a web developer, sorry, backend developer, network developer. He's worked at IBM, managing and maintaining, you know, mainframe and backend networks for large financial institutions in the United States. His current job, his team of about 4 people, they develop software that's being used in Verizon's 5G towers, as well as UPS and other large corporations backend. And then we're looking to hire 2 more devs this week. Haven't heard of this NFT pre-sale. What is the expected amount to raise from that, and any benefit from the NFTs in relation to the tokenomics? Yeah, so the NFTs are going to be 3 tiers: 5, 10, 15% boost. Each NFT is going to come with tokens redeemable for a node. So tier 1 NFT will come with a tier 1 node, tier 2 NFT comes with a tier 2 node, and et cetera, et cetera. So a boost as well as a free node essentially is what the NFTs benefits are. Need more info on NFT presale. What would you like to know about? You need to go watch the game now. I'm not even too into, football and shit. I literally probably watched like 2 games this entire year. I'm just going to like hang out with my buddy and smoke and shit, chill out. This project gonna retire me. Thanks in advance, guys. I got you, bro. Hope it retires me too. Trader Joe liquidity we added will have a voice chat AMA leading up to it. Yeah. When will it happen? How will it be priced? And who qualifies for NFT? Everyone qualifies for it. When will it happen? Next week. Expect a date. Expect a finalized date within the next couple of days. How many NFTs in total? 170. How will it be priced? We'll have a floor price. We haven't decided on the floor price yet, but we're going to effectively value the floor price based off the tokens that you receive in the presale, or by purchasing the NFT rather. That'll be sort of how we gauge the floor price of the NFTs. Smoking that lava pack, yeah, yeah, yeah. There is a strain called what the fuck, lava breath? I forget. I used to get a strain that had lava in it all the time. I don't really like that much though. Honestly, it had a weird nose to it. Will whitelisters get a special benefit? Haha, for NFT sale. No, NFT sale, same benefits for everybody. But yeah, if you guys have any final questions, I'm gonna wrap it up. So go hang out, watch the game, and relax for a little bit. But I'll take some last final questions and then wrap it up after. Is it better to just buy lava or make LP tokens USDC? Uh, so in a if the so let's like just let's just assume the price has been level, right, and the price is maintained, and you buy in. Yes, like Ari said, the LP tokens would allow you to create at a discount, so you will save some money by going the LP token route, as well as providing liquidity. What is your long-term vision for lava? To be sustainable, to not be required to have a constant influx of new investors. So don't rely not relying on Ponzi-nomics, as well as branching out, developing sister projects that yield the original investment, lava, a return, and being a long-term actual project and vision. NFT sale at the same time as launch? No, the NFT sale will be ahead of launch. And then we'll be using funds from the NFT sale to. Will you be an incubator? Yes, we're going to be doing a lot of private investments and angel investments as well. NFT sale same time as launch. It'll be next week sometime, but it will be ahead of launch. We're going to be using the funds from the NFT sale to do some marketing, pay some devs, and things like that. A large majority of all the whitelist and pre-sale funds are going straight into liquidity, and all the funds acquired from the whitelist and pre-sale will be under a multi-sig wallet as well. That's so cool. Never seen a project do this before. Thanks. Yeah, it's definitely gonna help build up the treasury a lot. Will the NFT sales allow us to be in pre-sale? No. So NFT, if you win the auction on the NFT, you will get a token essentially. I mean, sorry, a node essentially. So sort of you're in the pre-sale by getting a guaranteed node at a fixed price, but yeah, it won't be a ticket into the whitelist. Too bad whitelist is closed. Yeah, but it's for the greater good of everybody that it's limited and closed. Announcement NFT sale. How did you get into this project? What were you doing prior to this? How did I get into this project? I came across it organically. And then what were you doing prior to this? Just as an advisor to some other projects. And I've just been in the crypto space since 2015. So just seen a lot. Will the project be launched this month? Yeah, we're aiming to launch later this month. How much Avax is 200 lava approximately? Uh, Yeah, what the dead said. Launch price is 60 cents each. So yeah, times 200 exactly. Yeah. It's just easier to use US dollars instead of calculating based off how many AVAX. LOL. Would love to work with you guys. Yeah, I think I asked you what do you meant by you're an educator. Could you elaborate a bit more? Have the reward structures been announced yet? So what we can say on the reward structures is that the top tier will receive a max of around 1% daily. I have a master's degree in adult education. I teach automotive technical students. I mean, that'd be dope if I wanted you to teach me how to, rebuild a car. But this is sort of crypto. Um, so I'm not sure how much you could help us out, but I appreciate the offer. What is the total supply? Around, yeah, thank you. I didn't see that. Around 10 million we're leaning towards. Could change. If my car dies, I'll let you know. Yeah, I actually know how to work on cars. So I actually don't need that. I've done clutches, I've dropped transmissions, things like that. How much do NFTs range for in price? That's just going to be up to the market. There's not going to be a cap. We'll have a floor price. The floor price will be announced shortly. Um, but the range was just up to what the market decides. People are going to be able to bid on them. If the LP tokens are between lava and a stable, does that mean the price action will correlate between lava and the LP token 1-to-1? If the LP tokens and between lava and a stable, I mean, you guys don't have to worry about the price action of LP tokens because the Treasury's holding them. But yeah, because once you create the LP token, you're pretty much just going to be giving it up. He means when he makes it. Yes. Yeah. When you make it, it's 1-to-1. So if you have like $1,000 worth of lava, like that's the US dollar value equivalent of lava, $1,000, you need 1,000 USDC to pair with the 1,000 lava if you wanted to use all your lava for an LP token. I don't work on Lambos. Yeah, good one. Yeah, I'm open to working with community members that can help us out for sure. I'm always down to hear people out and see where they can help us. But if there isn't any more questions, I'm gonna wrap this up and go enjoy my night, watch the game. Um, let's see. I'll answer these last couple questions if they are questions. You've been watching AOT? I don't know what that is. Thank you. No problem. Thanks. Great aim. Have a good night. Attack on Titan. Oh, yeah, I don't watch anime, sorry. Never have. Watched Naruto growing up, but that's literally it. But doesn't seem like there's any more pertinent questions. I think I covered mostly everybody's concerns. So yeah, everybody thinking educational YouTube channel. Yeah. I'm down for it. I think it will be pretty easy to do simple instructional videos, a screen recorded style. But I agree, we should have some educational videos for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. Everybody have a good night, and we're gonna be working hard behind the scenes, so just wait on us and take care.